Hey, what's up, guys? I'm sitting here with my friend Lucas. Lucas just became a Christian within the past year through our ministry here, and so he has a really cool story. He's an awesome guy, and so I thought it'd be really cool to sit down with him for a second, just so that you could kind of meet him and see what God's done in his life. So I'm just going to ask him a few questions, and he's going to talk. So here we go. All right, Lucas. So you became a Christian in the past year. Will you explain a little bit of how that happened? How did you become a Christian?
Yeah, I've been become Christian for almost 1 year. About last June, like it's by March I first know the Christ. I still remember the first Bible study that's in John's place, and that running a lot, like running cakes and dogs at that night. Like I don't know what they're doing. I just feel curious. Like the guys are serious about after dinner, and just rush to have a study like since series like for them. And then I am pretty active. Like I just try to be a good student for that lesson, but I don't really know what's the real meaning of the lesson for them or for me. Then after that, after the ministry group, like about 20 guys arrived, I got more chance to talk to them. Like I hang with Mark a lot and David too. David start. They invite me to the Beatty Mall, that Bible study, and I am quite stubborn guy at the beginning. Like I got lots of questions and challenge for them, and David is the one that answered most of the question. And Joshua Taylor, Joshua Blakelow is a wise guy. Like I like him.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically, like at the first 2 months, I just kind of proud of that I can challenge those guys with my English and my knowledge. Like, but after about 2 months, and I keep reading the Bible. Like just somehow I read some of the paragraph and some of the verse. I just feel some not of my heart. Like the God is trying to knock the door out. Like I just feel I just heard God's calling. So I start to open my heart to really be humble to know what Christ is. Start to really read the Bible with like respectful or just more harmful for the Christ, for the Savior.
Mm-hmm. So you became a Christian through some of us guys, John and Katie, and some of the guys who were here this summer, sharing their faith with you, just talking to you about Christ. And at first it seemed like you were a little proud. You felt like you had some knowledge, like maybe they can't answer these questions. But it really wasn't them who answered the questions, right? You said that as you read the Bible, that God just worked on your heart and broke down your pride and just showed himself to you, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's pretty amazing. So tell me, since you've become a Christian in this past year, how does your life look different?
Like in the first half year of the Christian life, I just a beginner, and I just go to Bible study weekly and really have fun with the brother and sister in the Christian group. And another thing I want to mention is like you guys like Cody and Mark and John and Katie, like what they are at is really teach us a lot. Like not just what they taught to us. So I start to realize that like the kind of I see the instance of how is the Christian can be, like how should I walk for, like this kind of things. And I start, and with Cody's help and some of the guys' help, I start to lead a Bible study in the first semester. Just after 3 months of being Christian, that's really hard. Like you feel just like if you have a study on Tuesday, you will feel distracted or just kind of scared in 3 days or 1 week ago. Like it's uh, but we went through it. Like we preach some, but some of the guys like maybe it's not really good Bible study, but it's really good for us. Like me and Kara and when we really learn a lot, we get the faith. That so after one semester, we have we start a new semester. Then we have to start to lead a better Bible study. Like I am more confidence. I can really be easy to the Bible study. Like that's kind of I am happy for the suffering for the last semester. Like for the depressed or anything.
Yeah. So God's really changed your life in this past year. You said you've grown a lot. You've learned a lot. You've had community around you. You know, with us, and then also with all of your Chinese brothers who are Christians too. And now you are all leading your own studies. And so, yeah, man, it's pretty cool to see how, even though at first it was hard for you to lead your study, that God has you in a place now where you're comfortable sharing your faith and you have fun. It seems to me like you enjoy it. Your study's doing well now. So I've seen a big change in you. I think it's pretty amazing. Okay, so last question. Answer 30 seconds. What are you most excited about God doing with your future?
Like, I want to mention one more thing. It's like I got a Christian girlfriend. Like that's the thing I like with God's guidelines. It's much more easier to have a relationship with a Christian other than non-Christian. Like for the future, like I am planning to go to USA for the master degree. Maybe I can make it, maybe not. But anyway, I will try to pray to God. Like let God give me more guidelines of my future. And if I really make it to the American, I say I will get maybe more chance or better training for the pastor. Well, I will cherish this chance. I would like to catch this.
Cool. Well, awesome, man. Well, God's doing cool stuff in your life. I know everybody that comes is going to be encouraged just by hearing your story and what God's doing. So, you have anything you want to say to the people back home real fast?
Yeah, I'm Lucas. I haven't introduced myself in the beginning.
Well, I think I introduced you. So
yeah, I want you to get a better impression from me.
Okay. This is Lucas, guys. All right.